This Friday, WYFF4 airs our latest chronicle, Remaking the Mills. All week, we're giving you a preview of some of the stories. The textile industry was tightly woven into the culture and economy of the Carolinas and Georgia.
It endured its share of crisis after its peak in the mid-1970s. Carol Clark looks into how the textile center of the world began to unravel.
In recent years, when textile mills make news, it's either because the ruins have caught fire or they've been converted into upscale lofts or homes for new businesses.
But after the mid-70s and such, yes, the mills began to slow down and become a little antiquated and lose a great deal to foreign industry.
A lot of the upstate textile industry was focused on weaving mills. And since that was the simplest technology, it was the least expensive technology to invest in, and it took the least amount of training, that was the industry that our overseas competition began to do.
In 1985, I traveled with a crew to the Far East to see what that competition looked like. In Hong Kong, a textile family of 4 lived in a 12 by 12 room. The parents made $1 an hour in a 6-day work week in the mills. In Taiwan, women left the farm to work in textiles and apparel, eating and sleeping and working in the same building. They worked 7 days a week.
The women in this factory turn out 2.5 dresses an hour. They make just $1.14 an hour. But that's why this factory can sell these dresses for just $8 each.
Back in the U.S., workers were incensed that they were losing their jobs because of the cheap imports. They burned foreign clothing. The Crafted with Pride, Made in the USA campaign was launched. The push was on for legislation that would even the playing field. At one point, there were 200 bills seeking aid for American products.
If we had free trade, and that's what we were really working with, they might have a valid argument. We haven't had it. We haven't had it in almost 40 years.
This ship is taking on goods for American markets. Millions of tons leave this port every year. 45% goes to America, Hong Kong's biggest trading partner.
Beginning in 1979, the American textile industry began to bleed jobs. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, between 1979 and 2019, U.S. textile and apparel industries lost 81% of their jobs.
Efforts to protect the industry with tariffs didn't work in the late 70s and 80s.
But there were other issues. Jobs were lost in textiles because of updated machinery and automation. In short, fewer workers were needed to operate updated machines. Some plants are almost completely automated. Even then, for some mills and factories, that big investment still wasn't enough.
A lot of them spent themselves into bankruptcy. They simply could not compete.
In 1990, there were over 400 operating textile mills in South Carolina. By 2005, that number had dropped more than 26% to just 325.
Take a piece of fabric, and if it's the best fabric made, and you start pulling one thread out, it all starts falling apart. That's the textile industry.
And that was Carol Clark reporting. An all-new chronicle, Remaking the Mills, airs this Friday at 8 p.m. right here on WYFF4. And as we'll see, the textile industry did find a way to reinvent itself.